Yo, what is going on, everybody? Happy Halloween. We are getting started. So, I was a little bit late getting on here, was driving back from uh, my girlfriend's sister and her brother in law's house, visiting their baby for Halloween and doing all that fun stuff. So, appreciate the patience for us being a little bit delayed here. Excited to be here. It is Halloween, so excited to see who, see everybody that's on Halloween night here. Austin, what's up? What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody had a great weekend so far and got to spend some time with family, spend some time. If you do celebrate Halloween, you're probably not here, or it's late and you already finished up your trick-or-treating with your kids or family or whoever. So happy to be here with you for the next 40 minutes or so. We're going to keep it short tonight. Nick says, Cody's costume is the work from home outfit. Very popular this year. If I had time, I might have gotten on like some sort of costume that I have from like previous Halloweens, but I was literally running in the door to get started. So excited to be here, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So just for those of you that may be tuning in to Sunday service for the first time, myself and Pace Morby started Sunday service over 2 years ago now, summer of 2019. We started this just as a phone call where people could dial in and listen to me and Pace talk about our business, and it evolved into like Instagram Live, and then it turned into Facebook Lives, and then it turned into StreamYard, where we're streaming to YouTube and Facebook. So it's been really cool to see it evolve and continue to grow over these last couple of years. So the thing that, just a quick reminder for those of you that don't know, we are on Spotify and iTunes, so you can check out Sunday service on Spotify or iTunes. You could, while you're driving to school, driving to work, driving wherever, you can listen in here. Oh, we have a first time. Amazing. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So, Jesus, what's up, man? So what I want to talk about on the call today, more specifically, is this time of year. I don't know about you guys, I don't know about anybody that's listening in, but this time of the year seems to be the time when people start to tone down the rest of the year. Like for a lot of people, they only have 10 months in a year because they take November and December off. And so what I want to, just talk about is like, hey, where is the difference being made in your business? Where is the difference being made in your life during November and December? And at this time of the year is when a lot of people, maybe you included in past years, your competitors for sure, at this time of year, November, December, a lot of them are starting to check out. A lot of them are starting to take more days off, take more vacations, definitely starting to eat less healthy, exercise less. Because if we start, here's why I'm bringing this up, is at the beginning of the year, every year, everybody talks about New Year's resolution. What's your New Year's resolution? What do you want to see change? What am I going to do? I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to lose 15 pounds. I'm going to, it seems like every time of this year around, end of December, as we get closer to that, people start talking about like the two things that everybody wants to do. They want to be healthier and they want to make more money. But the thing that happens, guys, is the end of the year, nothing is going to change until you start changing the different habits and the different things that you're doing in your life. And so it doesn't make sense to start those habits at a new year. Nothing changes. Like you can start a new habit tomorrow and make a change. And this time of the year when other people are starting to slow down, this is where you can take, you can take market share. This is the time of the year where you can create more opportunities for yourself by taking more action. Like, yes, celebrate, the holidays that you celebrate, whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever holidays that you celebrate in, this time of year, or if you don't celebrate any holidays, then it doesn't matter to you anyways. But whatever you celebrate, like, yes, celebrate that, but don't take the rest of the year off. Here's what I'm doing. I just made a couple notes here, like some things that we're doing over these next couple months, because there are going to be more free days. Like, the week of Thanksgiving, a lot of people, we there's going to be days off that our team has, and there's a lot of time in November, December, where there's just more free time available. So here's some things that we're doing, and I just want to share this because in the nature of Sunday service, Pace and I like to talk about, what are we doing? What are the things that are happening in our business? And so we actually are buying a new office. We're going to have an office in Mesa, Arizona. It's like Mesa Gilbert border area. For those that know and are local to Arizona, it's on Val Vista and Baseline. And so we close escrow on our office on December 1st. And I'll give some details on the office just because I know some people are going to ask, and it's people want to know. So first thing I want to just address on the office that we're buying is we did not buy it off market. We're not necessarily getting it for a deal, you could say, or at wholesale price. We're buying this office because we're going to be able to bring our team together in a space that it's a location that we love the location. It has enough space. It's 4,000 square feet. So that's the second thing. It's enough space that we're going to be able to grow into this space over the next couple years. Like, we're not going to run out of space and, having like a 1,500 square foot, 2,000 square foot office. Like, we have a good amount of space. And the size of this space is going to allow us to, reduce a lot of the costs that we're going to incur on a monthly basis by leasing out some of the office spaces. So here's what it kind of looks like is, we're buying this space for about $800,000, and it's 4,000 square feet, completely remodeled, completely furnished. We're super stoked about it. There's 8 private offices and then 2 very large open kind of type bullpen areas that have different, desk setups in there. And we're going to be renting out, multiple of those private offices. We already have, multiple residents secured that are going to be leasing those spaces from us. And so that's something we're going to be doing to, reduce our cost on the space, so it gets it closer to a break even for our team to be able to use that space, right? So that's something that we're doing going into this, end of the year space, November, December. And here's a couple things that we're doing that it just, at a lot of other times of the year, it's tough to do this because it just takes a lot of time. The next thing is we're reorganizing our corporate structure. So for, maybe those of you that are on here and have not, set up a corporate structure or anything for their business, meaning like you don't have an LLC for your business, that's something that you want to get set up as soon as you can. Something you guys can check out. I'll just post it in the comment section, or for those of you maybe listening later on Spotify or iTunes, you can reach out to Prime Corporate Services and give them the code 0 to Hero, and they'll give you a discount on your corporate setup. But something that we're doing right now is we've created more and more businesses. Like, we've went from having our wholesale business, our fix and flip, our rentals, our Airbnbs. We have our virtual assistant business. We have, a software business. We have multiple other companies now, and our corporate structure has gotten a lot more confusing and a lot more bulky with the amount of entities and bank accounts and everything that we have. So something we're doing, kind of housekeeping item, really is we're reorganizing our corporate structure, changing the way that entities flow together, and creating a master entity that kind of owns everything that me and Pace will own together. So just something else that we're doing that it will take a decent amount of time, And that's why I saved it for November, December, because it's going to be a lot of back and forth with attorneys, our CFO, and all those things, right? So, though, that getting additional insurance, getting additional whole life insurance. And the last thing is, as far as like just, things that I thought of off the top of my head is, reallocating assets that we're invested in. Obviously, this podcast has been about real estate, but we do invest in other things. So we're not 100% in real estate. We're very heavy in real estate, but we do, I do specifically, I invest in index funds, stocks, whole life insurance policies, so it's silver, gold, things like that, just to be able to have, some assets held in other things outside of just real estate, but heavily within real estate. So this is a good time of the year. The reason I'm bringing up some of these things is for those of you that are listening to be thinking about these things. If you're already doing business, looking at how can I reallocate like where I'm spending my money. And for those of you that are like, dude, like I don't have a business, I don't have like this crazy corporate structure that I need to restructure, I don't have all these things going on. Use this as, okay, what can I do? Shout out Michael Hansen. Using downtime to sharpen your tools is epic. Well done. Yep, that's it. It's taking this. Michael Hansen, guys, is our CFO. So he's amazing. Makes me be able to sleep good at night, knowing that our finances are taken care of and going in the right direction at all times. So shout out to Michael. But that's, so what you can do, because I just listed a few of the things that we're doing, but some of the things that you could do is if you don't have, assets, you need to reallocate, you don't have, these structures to change, you can think about like reallocating your time. What do I mean by that? Like auditing your time, like looking at where are you spending your time? Like, are you spending too much time watching TV? Are you spending too much time, going out with friends? Or are you spending too much time, just distracted on too much time on social media? Like you can take some time to slow down a little bit and realize like, where am I spending my time? And is this going to be helping me get to my goal faster or slower? And, where I started this conversation around this New Year's resolution thing that everybody seems to come up with in, end of December, beginning of January thing, you can tomorrow start doing something and in 2 months be 2 months ahead of everybody else that says they're starting January 1st. January 1st, I'm going to change. January 1st, I'm going to make my life better. January 1st, I'm going to make more money. January 1st, I'm going to be healthier. I'm finally going to lose that belly fat. I'm finally going to put 10 grand in my savings. I'm finally going to get my wholesale business off the ground. I'm finally going to get that first deal. Like those are the things that I don't want to see people in this community be stuck on this New Year's resolution thing. It's looking at like what goals can you set for yourself tomorrow, like this week, and start working towards them. So let's just talk about like one of those things, right? Which is, a lot of people, the reason they listen on here is, they're either have never done a deal, you've done maybe a deal, maybe a couple deals, you're trying to get to that next level, try to go to that next stage in your business to be able to do multiple deals. And eventually, maybe if you're working a job, it's to get out of that job or, get some more income in, right? So something that, a lot of people could probably relate to that haven't done a deal is like, how do I get to a deal before the end of the year? One recommendation is if you aren't already tuned into the 0 to Hero challenge that Matt Beard and Pace are doing on driving for dollars, like you're driving for deals, you guys need to tune into that. If you don't know where to find it, you can go on Facebook, go to the Creative Finance with Pace Morby Facebook group, jump in there, and you'll be able to find it within that community to get involved with that. It's literally Pace and Matt showing you how to find distressed properties, reach out to the homeowners of those, and have the conversation with them to then turn it into a contract to make money on it. That's literally the entire goal of that challenge, is showing people how to do that. That's how I got my first deal ever, was driving for deals. I used an app. I drove around. I found distressed properties. I, built a list of those people. I reached out to them until I got somebody to agree at a price that made sense. And then I got it under contract and I sold it to another investor. So going back to okay, let's look at finding a deal, right? So if you've never done a deal, everyone's going to be in a different situation, but something you could do tomorrow is have a plan of, okay, in the next 60 days, I want to get my first deal. So what can I do to take action towards doing that? And one of those things that you can do would be driving for deals. So something as simple as, I'm just going to run through this quick, right? I'm going to just tell you what I did when I got my first deal under contract years ago when I was driving for deals. There wasn't actually an app when I was doing this. Like, there wasn't a batch driven app to be able to go and drive for deals easily and be able to click on a house, get the information and call them on the spot or text them on the spot. What I had to do was I just reached out. So you can do this, is I reached out to investors that I knew were doing deals. And I said, hey, where are the areas, like what zip codes are the best areas that I should go drive for deals in? And if I get a deal, I would love to bring it to you. Like, what are some of the zip codes that I should go to? Or what are some of the areas of town that I should go drive for deals in? And get a list of some people, get some homeowners, and be able to bring those opportunities to you. So that can, karate chop the excuse of, I don't know where to drive for deals, or I don't know where to drive for dollars. Talk to the investors that are doing deals in your market, that know the market. So bam, you knock that off the list. You know where you need to go to find the deals. And now it's just doing it consistently. So then what you need to do is create a schedule for yourself. So Monday through Sunday, Cody's schedule for, I see Yara's driving for deals right now while listening. Yara's driving for deals schedule. Randy's driving for deals schedule. Briggs driving for deals schedule, right? Like, create a schedule for yourself, and everyone's going to be in a different position. Maybe you're working full-time, part-time, whatever it is. Say Monday through Sunday, maybe you only work Monday through Saturday. Monday through Saturday, I'm going to add 30 properties or 50 properties every day, so that at the end of the week, let's meet in the middle and say you add 40 properties a day. 40 properties a day times 6 days a week, you would add 240 properties that are on a custom list. People that you saw their house and it was in disrepair, it needed work, it was messed up, right? You found 240 distressed properties every week. And of those 240 properties every week that you're adding, within a month, within 4 weeks of doing that, you would have added 960 properties to your driving for deals list. Now, as you're doing that every week, you don't want to just be obviously just adding them to your list, right? Like, you want to add them to your list and then be setting up time to text those people or call those people and being able to start that conversation with them. And just ask them, see if they're open to selling, right? Like, that's the whole thing. It's like, you got to just talk to people. So you would be able to have 960 properties added to your list. And within the next 2 months, especially if you've never done a deal, this is what I would do the next 2 months. Like, get a deal before the year is over. Like, you have November, it's November tomorrow. It's a brand new month. Then you have December and the year is over. If you've never done a deal, make this be the time where you can get that, that amount, get that first deal done. Like, I just want to see people get that first deal done so you can get that proof of concept. And, it's getting that shut up check for, like, the friends or family members that think you're crazy, that, maybe think you're crazy for listening to this podcast right now. And, you still are like, no, like, I believe in this real estate thing. I know it can work. I'm seeing it work for so many people. I know there's an opportunity. I'm going to make this work. Like, you got to take that energy and put it into getting that first deal done. And I saw David just commented here, trying to add 100 has made me feel defeated. Like, again, at the end of the day, it's whatever you can do consistently. If you add 100 a day, 150 a day, are you going to get to your goal faster? Yes or yes? It's a 100% yes. Yes, you're going to get there faster if you're adding in more numbers, but you have to do what's going to work for what your market is and for what's going to work in your schedule. If you only can do it an hour and a half a day, you're probably not going to get 100 added every day. But if you can do it for 3-4 hours a day, you should be able to get 50 to 100 in that time period. It depends on the area, right? So that's what you want to be. That's what I want you guys to be thinking about, is like through the rest of this year, especially if you haven't done a deal, like just start taking action and stop thinking about getting, I was having a conversation with somebody, and I often have similar conversations to this, is around this concept or this idea of getting, they want to get there faster. Like, you want to get rich quick, or like there's some secret route to getting like wealthy quick or rich quick, or something like that. Like, I personally don't know anyone that's gotten really rich, or I don't even say wealthy, because I wouldn't say wealthy is a fast process, but I haven't met anyone that's gotten rich quick and where it's lasted. Most of the time, it's this journey of working on your craft, and it's this journey of building these skill sets. And as you start making money and you start making good decisions and you start studying finances and how to invest, how to better invest and things like that, like that's what's going to allow you to get to a point where you can become actually wealthy. But there's no shortcut. There's no, like, I just have to say this out there for people that are, maybe they're still newer. There's no magic list. We've gotten deals from high equity absentee sellers. We've gotten deals from pre-foreclosure sellers. We've gotten deals from probate sellers. We've gotten deals from tax delinquent sellers. We've gotten deals from code violation sellers. We've gotten deals from just driving for dollars on our own custom list that we created. Like, we've gotten deals in all these different areas. Like, there's a lot of ways to get deals, but there's no way that's going to just like secretly make you magically rich overnight. The thing that's going to make you rich and then eventually wealthy is by committing to this business. And something, I'm going to share this with you guys. So something that I had a mentor of mine when I was 17. I had, I had started in network marketing. That's what I was doing before real estate. And I had a mentor tell me, he's like, Cody, if you aren't willing to do what you're doing right now for a minimum commitment of at least 5 years, like, it's not even worth your time. Like, give yourself the energy, give this the energy, the effort and commitment that you need to do it for the next 5 years. And if in 5 years it hasn't worked out, then maybe you should move on. And I did. I was involved with the company that that my mentor encouraged me to commit 5 years to, and I did it for 5 years. That was what I did before real estate, and I was successful there. I made multiple six figures at 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old, 21 years old. Company crashed when I was 21, and I had to start over. And that was the same mindset that I took into real estate. Was, I'm going to start this. And I committed when I was, wow, this is crazy. So I was 21 when I got my real estate license, and I started working as an agent, and then I turned 22, and I took that same attitude. I'm like, I'm going to do this for 5 years, and I'm going to go all out commitment and make this thing happen. And so 5 years is actually, it's been 5 years now. It's been 5 years since I, committed to real estate. So I'm still here. And it's a testament to, like, my first year, like, I just want to tell you guys, like, my first year in real estate, like, I maybe made like, because I had like 6 or 7 months in the year, like I maybe made like $20,000 my first year in real estate. So would that look like a massive success, or does that look like an amazing, his like just rocket ship to the moon, like rich overnight? Like that didn't happen. Like the second year, then I made 6 figures. So like that was great, right? And then it was onward and upward from there. But that, like, I wanted to share that, and I don't share these things on like numbers and you know making a certain amount of money or anything like that because I'm trying to impress anyone. I don't care. Like I live the life that I'm doing my thing, but I more so want to impress upon people that are getting started and getting their business going and trying to make this work is just consistency. Somebody posted, Julie, consistency, time, and effort. It's not the sexy thing. It's not the thing that gets everyone excited. Everyone wants to find the magic pill, the magic bullet, the magic this that's going to get them there overnight. It's not that. It's not that. It's committing to doing it, committing to this one thing, committing to real estate, and saying, I'm going to be here 5 years from now. I'm going to be doing real estate in 5 years, and I'm going to be successful, and making like the true commitment to yourself. So over these next couple months, like you got to be asking yourself the question, are you just interested in making real estate work for you, or are you committed? And ask yourself the question, what's the difference? What's the difference between, this is Christina, Cody, your superpower is consistency, admirable, and what I strive to be better at. I mess up too. I don't want it to seem like I don't ever not mess up. Like, just like life happens too. So it's like you have to give yourself some grace when you mess up, but get right back on. Like you fall down, you got to get back up and get back on the train and keep going, keep moving and things along. But asking yourself this, are you interested or are you committed? Right? Like commitment means like I am going to do it no matter what. Like committed, the reason that within what Pace and I and like the things that outside of us, like the great people that you see that are successful at a high level are committed. Like they're committed to, like they're gonna do it or die. Like that's the way I look at this business, is like I am going to be successful at this, or I'm gonna die. Like I'm just gonna die trying. Like I don't, like there's no other route of like I'm gonna give this, like if your attitude is like I'm gonna give this real estate thing a try and I'm gonna see how it goes, like nobody wants to be led. No great leader or successful business owner is like, let me just give it a try. Like I'm gonna give it a shot and see what happens. Like that's not the right type of attitude that you have to create results and success. Like you make a commitment of, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it for the next 5 years. I'm going to be successful no matter what. It may take me a year to get off the ground. It may take me a year and a half to get traction. It may take me 2 years to get, consistent deals happening. But in that 2-year mark, like there's like in real estate, like you can create so much wealth if you guys just make it a priority and make it a commitment, and anybody can do it. Right. So, Julian says you're consistent every day, just getting out of bed. That's a start. Like that's it. Like, I mean, that's just something starting off. Sam, discipline is the key to many things. I mean, something that I say a lot of times to people is like, how you do anything is how you do everything. Like, are you committed to getting better every day? Part of my routine and like some of the things I did today, like I read 50 pages of a book this morning. Like when I got up, I drank my coffee, hung out with my girlfriend, and we sat on the couch and read books together. Like I read 50 pages of a book. I'm starting pilot school, so I went and met my pilot instructor, and I'm learning a new skill. After that, I went and did a 6.5 mile run, and then went and spent time with my girlfriend's family. And like there's there's ways to make the things that you want in your life happen, but discipline is the key. And so over these next couple months, what are you going to do? I'm going to ask, people in the comments, Carolina, like, what do Carolina says all about mindset. Remember why you're doing this. No excuses. Like, Carolina, what are you going to do over these next couple months? Sam, what are you going to do over these next couple months? Randy, what are you going to do when everyone else is taking this time off to, chill and coast through the rest of the year? Real estate's a funny business because you see the results of your actions today over in 45 days, 60 days, 90 days. In 45 days, 60 days, 90 days, and is where you're going to see the result, the fruit of your today's labor. That's how this real estate business works. Yes, you can occasionally get a deal out of the blue and somebody's ready to sell tomorrow that you talk to. Yes. But most of the people that you get as a new lead, the leads you generate this week, are most of the time going to be closing. You're going to contract them in 45, 60, 90 days and get paid on them, probably 90 plus days out. So you have to think about 2021 is really starting now. Your January income is going to be dictated by what you do in November, what you do in December. That's what's going to determine whether you have a good quarter one or not, is by what you do quarter four of this year. Austin Spalla says, make them calls. Michael, Cody and Pace, your ability to own your genius and seek out those that create synergy in support of your mission is admirable. Thank you, Michael. We appreciate you so much. I love it. I love it. Jeff, you inspire me to commit to real estate. I'm happy that I can, help inspire you to commit to real estate. I'm going to give everyone a book suggestion. This is a really, really great book. My mentor, when I was 17, gave me this book, and it was one of the first few business books that I read. It's called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. If you haven't read that, excellent read. So Jeff, I'm gonna call you out. I'm happy to see that you're committed to real estate and making it work. I would read The Compound Effect and stay committed to that. Let's see. Along with building my business, studying for my real estate license so I can understand the laws here in Oregon. I love it. Driving for dollars and the challenge the last couple of weeks, texted the first batch of people, lots of hostile people. There's always going to be lots of hostile people. In any marketing you do, you could send letters to 100 random people saying how much you appreciate them, and you would get probably 10 people that would send you a hate mail message back. Why? Because that's what people do. I don't know. It's just the way it is. And, when we all get our own planet, then we can figure out how we want it to run. But on this planet, it's just the way that people are. I don't get it, but it's just the way it is. I hope, I don't know how to say your name. Is it Joaquin or is it Joe Quinn? One of those, but just like working out consistently, seeing the results in 60, 90 days, that is exactly it. Like, your business results are going to be seen in the next 60, 90 days. So I just want to encourage everybody that's on here tonight is, if you don't have a plan for this week, I'm going to give you, just an action item for this week is, don't start your week until you finish your week. What do I mean by that? Make a plan for your week. If, when you get off here, or maybe it's first thing Monday morning, get a plan together for yourself. Like, ask yourself, okay, what are my goals this week? What do I want to accomplish? What's my fitness goal? Like, for me, real quick, I'll give you an idea. So, I'll look at my calendar for fitness. I'm doing, I'm training for a marathon. So I'm going to mark on my calendar the days that I need to do my runs, when I'm doing my stretches and breath work for the week, to be ready to go for that. And then that's checked off the list. I know the days that I'm in, the times that I'm going to do my exercises for that, right? So that's fitness. Boom, got it. The next thing I'm going to plan out is, okay, and in business, like, depending on which business, say it's the real estate business. I'm going to look at over the week, like, what are what are the things that are happening in our wholesale business that I need to, give some attention to and make a plan for that. What are the things that I need to, what are the things that I need to do for the fix and flip business this week? Who do I need to talk to? What meetings do I need to have that are important for this week? What are some of the challenges that occurred last week that I need to address this week? Who do I need to meet with? With our on the media side of things, like my YouTube content, like I need to schedule out, when am I meeting with Jesus? Shout out Jesus on our media team to plan out the content that I'm going to create this week. Because I'll meet with Jesus and we'll film like 4 or 5 YouTube videos all at once and knock it out, and then it's done for the week. So I got to plan that out. So these are, I'm just talking through some of the things that, like, once I'm off here and I do my planning for the week, I'm going to schedule it out, like making sure my fitness happens, making sure the stuff with the different businesses happen, and I schedule those out and make sure that they all have a place on the calendar, because if it's not scheduled, it's not going to get done. This upcoming Friday, it's going to be date night with my girlfriend. Like, we do it, every Friday night. So that's on the schedule, right? So it's just, I'm going to have this plan together for the week so I can go and I could put my most important things on a schedule. And then I could work around, other things that come up, other meetings, appointments, and things that come up that are important, or opportunities to do different things that are going to come up on my calendar. But at least I have a good plan for the week, and I know what's going to be the thing. What are the things that are going to drive me closer to reaching what my goals ultimately are? Jasmine, that's exactly it. Living life on purpose. That's what it's all about. So that's literally, when you make a plan for your week, you make a plan for your day. It's all about living life on purpose. And if you want to get closer to hitting your ultimate goals in life, whether it's a certain amount of money, or whether it's a certain amount of, whether it's fitness or whatever that goal is, it's knowing where you want to go for that goal, and then starting to work in smaller increments. What can I do today to work towards that? What can I do this week to work towards that? And then taking that time to, correct and continue. Last week, I was I was super stressed out. I had a lot of things going on. I was doing some, decent runs through the week. So I was very exhausted and I wasn't sleeping well. And I was feeling like sick on one of the days last week. So I missed one of my runs. I missed one of the runs. My coach told me not to do it because I was already, my heart rate was elevated. All these things were going on, right? So I missed that. And what am I going to do? I can't go back and change the past. But what I can do is I can correct and continue. So I want to encourage everybody on here is, as you make these goals, you make these commitments, and sometimes you fall short or sometimes you miss, right? What do? You correct and continue. You recognize, okay, this is what I was trying to do. This is what actually happened. How can I best correct this and then continue going forward towards my ultimate goal that I already had, and just move past it? And the more that you do that, and the more you correct and continue, and the more that you continue driving forward, the more you're going to be able to allow yourself to build this discipline and this self-confidence in yourself around, like, I'm going to do this, because you've shown to your past self that you'll just figure it out and you're going to do this, correct and continue. Oh, Allison said, I made my first call to a person who said yes. The conversation was so easy. I surprised myself of all the information the seller gave me. Really smooth conversation. There's lots of people out there that are going to be really nice and sweet people. You're going to have some buttholes too, and that's just going to be part of it. But there's lots of great people out there too as you're prospecting. All right. So, guys, I am going to leave us with that. I just want to, again, this is good. Minerva Perez says, don't beat yourself up and about your misses. Get back on course. Keep it moving. Juanero says, in the next 2 weeks, I will find my first deal, and in third week, a mentor. Amazing. Life happens in small increments. There's very rarely large, massive events that happen for you to reach your ultimate goal. It's the series of small events that add up over time and turn into your ultimate big goal. It's like, with fitness, you eat too many cheeseburgers and too many cookies, you don't get fat the first time you eat a hamburger. You get fat from the 77th hamburger you've had, probably 700th hamburger that you've had. Those are the things that happen. So just small things, consistent actions over time. So leaving you guys with this, if you don't have a plan for your week, do it tonight. Make a plan for yourself. Say what am I going to do for my fitness this week? What am I going to do for my business this week? What am I going to do for my relationship this week? What am I going to do for myself personally? Like, what's that personal love and attention you're going to give for yourself? Like for me, that's, running and then reading. Like I really enjoy that for me. If something spiritually, what's that spiritual thing? Do that after this or first thing tomorrow morning and plan out your week. So then you know what you're going to focus on accomplishing this week. So love it. Appreciate you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Halloween. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, everybody.